If you're going to be a peak performer and get results, you've got to start doing this. This is Brian Cain with the Mental Performance Daily Podcast, and today we continue my Monday Book Battalion, where I break down a book of the week, and I use the Heroic app with my friend Brian Johnson and his team at Heroic, where they do book summaries for you to get more wisdom in less time. 6-page PDFs, 20-minute book summaries. It's one of my favorite apps. I can't recommend it enough. Today, Toughness Training For Life by Dr. Jim Loehr. And one of the concepts from this book that I think is tremendous is the idea of rest and recovery waves during performance. And Dr. Loehr went to look at tennis, and he said in a 2-hour tennis match, you might only play tennis for 20 minutes. You're allowed 25 seconds between points, and what you do in that 25 seconds ultimately dictates how you perform when the next point arrives. You see, he went initially looking to study the best tennis players in the world. What did they do? How did they think during a point? And what he found that most of them were very close in what they did. Wasn't any significant difference. But when he looked at what they did between points, those routines, some of them were very disciplined, very exact, and would kickstart their recovery process earlier than others. Others were sloppy, not detailed, didn't have a plan or a process for what to do between points, or between pitches, or between golf shots, or between plays in football. But the ones that did, that had a process, that had a routine, were able to get back into the present moment, to get back in control of themselves. And we know an underlining foundation of mental toughness is you have to be in control of yourself before you can control your performance. And he found that those who had a process for the time between points performed better during points. And I found that in baseball, those who have a process for what to do between pitches, especially now with the pitch clock that can get you out of control and get you moving out of control and playing the game sped up because of the clock, those that have a process to manage themselves and manage that time can better manage their game. So whether you're a golfer and looking at what you do between shots, that recovery period or that time between shots, or if you're a tennis player between points or a baseball, softball player between pitches, you've got to have that routine that you use to kickstart the recovery, to get you back in control of yourself, and think about the waves of here comes the pitch, I'm between pitches. Here comes the shot in golf, I'm between shots. Here comes the play in football, I'm between plays. And depending on your sport, you're going to have a certain amount of time between actions that you can use that time to your advantage to get back in control of yourself, to be where your feet are, to set you up for success when you get to play that next pitch, that next shot, whatever it is for you. So what's your routine look like between points, between actions? And what can you do in that routine? Taking a deep breath to make sure you're slowing your heart rate down, to oxygenate your brain, to get you to be more present. So having that routine and working on it, that's a big part of the mental game and a part that I help some of the top athletes and performers in the world to master. So if you're interested in learning more or discussing working one-on-one, take a look in the show notes below. You can contact us. I'd love to have the opportunity to work with you or a member of my team to work with you, and let's get after it and help you maximize that time between actions so that you can be an elite performer. Dominate the day.
Thanks for checking out Mental Performance Daily with Brian Cain, an Ironclad original. If you like the show, be sure to leave us a rating, review, and comments. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, it's Brian, and I've got an exciting announcement coming soon about the opening of my MPM Coaches certification. Please go to briancain.com/certification and join our insiders list so you can save $200 off of registration and make sure you get all the details about our opening of our MPM Coaches certification course.